Hi, everybody. This is David Winchell, Golf Winch. I'm here today to share some basic information with you about stocks. I am going to try and make it short and sweet so it doesn't take up a lot of bandwidth or space or your time. First up, I'm going to give you what stocks are. Stocks are basically ownership in a company. If you buy stock in Apple, you own Apple. You can buy one share. One share is currently trading at like 560 some, about 560. So the benefits of stock are it's liquid. You know, if you want to sell your house, it takes a while. If you want to sell your stock, it takes a couple clicks. Couple of other features is you don't have liability. If the company gets sued, most you can lose is your investment. There's no liability in the company. So that's a benefit. And if I'm talking about stock, it's mainly common stock. That's what I'm referring to. So also I wanted to go over sectors. These are it's more like groupings. People call them sectors, but it's basically how you group the stocks. So the tech sector is Apple, Microsoft, Google. There's oil and gas. You have BP, Exxon, and a bunch of other oil and gas plays. Banking sector. You got consumer goods sector. It's just groupings. That's how they group stocks together. Next, I want to go over indexes. Indexes are what you see every day if you flip on CNBC or Bloomberg. You got the Dow, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, and what else? You got the Wilshire, the Russell. I'm just going to go over the Dow and the NASDAQ and S&P 500. Now the Dow is the only price-weighted index. Now what I mean by that is they just take the 30 stocks that are in the Dow, big industrial names, Caterpillar, GE, Disney, bunch of those. They take those and they add up the prices, and that's the index. That's what you have. That's the number you see on the screen as the Dow. Next up, you have the S&P 500. Now that's a market cap weighted index, and that is they take all of them and they use the market cap, and they have it's the 500 good companies, good strong companies with good track records. Takes a little bit to get in the S&P 500. You don't have to be the best of the best, but top 500 companies, and they average them together, market cap weighted. So if Apple is being the biggest company in the world, that's going to have a big piece of the pie, and then you have smaller companies that aren't going to be so. They're going to have a sliver, So they they average them together, and then they add them together and then average. So next up, the NASDAQ, it is everything in the NASDAQ. So you got more than 5,000 companies. It's also market cap weighted. So depending on the size of the company, that's why when Apple moves, it kind of moves markets. So that's the sector briefly. Next up, I'm going to go over what I own today through either my trading account or my Roth IRA or my kids' custodial accounts or my wife's Roth IRA. First up, I got Chesapeake, oil and gas play. I only own a little bit of it. It's killing me. Aubrey McClendon is the CEO, and he is a degenerate gambler apparently. And anyway, it's up today, but it's down since I bought it. FIO, this is a company, Fusion.io. Steve Wozniak, the co-founder of Apple, is the chief scientist, and he is involved in the company. They make technology for data farms, like Facebook is does business with them, Apple, and all the companies that are making these data farms. So cloud, I don't know if you know about the cloud, but basically storing all your information on servers that are remote, so you don't have to store it on your hard drive. Next up, TST. This is a play on Jim Cramer. He's the founder and chairman of the board. I got a lot of that in my Roth IRA, and I have my kids and my wife. Everybody owns it. Nucor, very small position. Number one steel maker in the United States. Boeing, everybody knows that. Airplane company. My wife owns some of that. And Red Robin, I just put on a short today because they come out with earnings. I'm not going to get into what a short is, but it's basically betting against it. I don't care for Red Robin. Burgers aren't really in vogue either, so that's my only thing I'm betting against. Westport Innovations, this is a play on the movement towards gas-powered engines, like natural gas, so they convert engines into natural gas engines. Philip Morris, that's Marlboro Lights in a box, and it's basically the international. Any cigarettes that are sold outside of the United States, that's Philip Morris. Plum Creek Timber owns the most land in the United States. It's a lumber company. Whole Foods Market, everybody knows that. It's the grocery store where you pay $8 for a carrot. Apple, everybody knows that. I'm skipping it. Zipcar, horrible. It's been killing me. It's car sharing, but I like the idea, but the stock's killing me. Lululemon, they sell anti-stink pants. No, it's like a yoga play. Super expensive clothing for people that have a lot of money. Not for me, but I own it. SPF, this is a housing play. It's been doing very well lately because housing, I think, is on the rebound. Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, it's been decent stock, nothing horrible. Green Dot, that's a play for debit cards. They sell them at Walmart. It's been a killer. It's not been good. Amazon, everybody knows that. That's the online retail. GFA, this is a Brazilian housing company. Hasn't been very good winner for me. LGF, this is Lionsgate, and they made the movie The Hunger Games. That was a play on that. WMS Industries, they make slots. I have a very small position, and it's been nothing but down, down, down there. Morgan Stanley is killing me. It's like an iceberg melting. And MGM is not doing all that well either. Those are the stocks I own in any of my portfolios. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Have a good summer. Take care. Thanks.